Hi, welcome to toolsforguys.com. Today, in a minute or two, maybe two or three, I'd like to just show you the difference between an impact driver and here we have a giant Hiltex Hammer Drill. Obviously, someone can say, well, the difference is in size, but despite the fact they have very similar use, there is one major difference, and we're going to look at that right up close here in a second. I have with me what I bought for about $80 on Amazon, a Hiltex rotary hammer drill. Rotary hammer drill, 1.5 inches. Most common use for the rotary hammer drill is, of course, having a drill bit to go inside concrete. And the effect of the rotary hammer drill is that as it's rotating the bit, it's like if it's being hammered down and busting the concrete, or help bust the concrete and brick. It's just rotating. So that's pretty common function of the mechanism. But for today's trial, I've got the little adapter chuck that came with the hammer drill, and I'm going to continue driving this big bolt into the wood. Obviously, this has a lot of torque, but what I want you to note that there was no impact, impact noise as if something was hammering or banging inside, because I only had it for torque. In a second, we're going to show the idea of how the hammer effect happens with this drill. So a quick update on the use of my 24-volt Kobalt impact driver. Most common use, we put a little screw bit on the collet, drive in 4-inch screw like if it were 1 inch long. The second most common use, of course, put a drill bit in there, and that is so easy with the amount of torque that we have in the impact driver. But most importantly in the demonstration today, so that we can hear the impact effect, I'm going to continue driving this 1/4 inch bolt. And it even broke it off. That's how much torque that we have on this impact driver. But for the demonstration, just wanted to show exactly what's happening inside. The mechanism for the impact driver is very similar as if you had something hammering away, helping you with the torque. Twist, twist, twist. Or we call it torque. The one thing it does not do that is way different from the rotary hammer drill, that even though it's rotating and having impact, there is no up and down hammering effect as you have it on the hammer drill, and we will demonstrate in a few seconds. Thank you. So here's my Kobalt impact driver. I'm going to use a little chuck, 4-wheel chuck, install it in my collet, and using a bit from my rotary hammer drill, going to try to chip into this brick. It does not do anything for my brick because the impact driver does not have that up and down, the up and down hammering effect that the rotary hammer drill does. So we'll show that in a little bit. Okay, to demonstrate, I have a chipping bit on my rotary hammer drill, and I'm going to put it on the concrete or brick and chip away. That was quick, wasn't it? So, because the hammer drill, if you will, it's hammering up and down, or hammering down, and then coming up, hammering down on the bit, it can very quickly break into concrete and brick. And that is one function that the impact driver does not have. Again, the impact driver, when the bit is turning, the impact driver has a mechanism that's trying to help it to turn. and you hear that impact. With the rotary hammer drill, as the bit is turning, or doesn't even have to turn in the case of the chipping tool, it gets a hammer effect. So that is the main difference between the impact driver and the rotary hammer drill. So you take care. We'll see you soon on toolsforguys.com.